The theory is simple. The U.S. government will spend the country back to prosperity. But deciding how to spend is difficult, and those decisions will be shaped by debates in the U.S. Senate.
As soon as Congress moves forward on the recovery plan, we are going to be also releasing our plan for the financial sector and regulating the financial sector. I have confidence we're going to be able to get the economy back on track, but it's going to take a number of months before we stop falling, and then a little bit longer for us to get back on track.
Right now, the stimulus plan includes $140 billion to fix up crumbling schools and pay for higher education, $90 billion to rebuild roads and bridges, and $102 billion to help workers keep their jobs or get trained for a new one. Heather Boucher is an economist at a left-wing think tank. She says tax cuts and other government measures have failed to fix the economy.
We haven't seen a recession like this in the United States in most people's lifetimes. It's a recession where we don't have a lot of room in terms of interest rates, because interest rates are already at zero. So we have to look to ideas that that are tested, but we haven't used in a long time.
The Second World War was the last time that U.S. government spending made up such a big part of the economy. If passed in its current form, the stimulus package will make up slightly over 6% of American output, a huge proportion.
If consumers aren't buying and private businesses aren't investing, there's only one game in town, and that game is government.
Bill Galston says the government may be trying to take control of the economy, but only temporarily.
I don't think anybody in the United States wants to see the national government permanently in the role that it's now being forced into. This is intended to be temporary. It's intended to be a bridge to a better functioning private economy.
President Barack Obama wants to build that better functioning economy with new laws to regulate Wall Street, banks, and mortgages. He wants to put an end to the unbridled speculation and financial bubbles that got the U.S. economy into this mess in the first place. Nick Spicer, Al Jazeera, Washington.